So, by popular demand, today I will be doing an unboxing of AMD's brand new Phenom II Black Edition processor. This is the X6 1090T. So this is a Phenom II X6 processor. That means it's just like a Phenom II X4 processor, except with 2 more. And that really is it. There's 6 cores in this processor. They run at 3.2 gigahertz. Or, and this is new, AMD has their new turbo core technology, which allows up to 3 cores to run at up to 3.6 gigahertz. So if you're running something like a game that only takes advantage of 1 to 3 threads of your CPU, it means that your CPU will actually bump its own clock speed up. Okay, so this is a true 6-core design with 9 megs of total cache. It is socket AM3 with a heatsink and fan. So why don't we get this thing open? It includes all of AMD's previous technologies, so it's 64-bit, it's got cool and quiet, it's got their 3-year warranty, all of that good stuff. Here's a little bit about AMD Vision Technology. So they want you to use an AMD processor with obviously an AMD chipset and ATI Radeon graphics for the best sort of overall platform. So let's get this open. They're using quite small boxes these days. It's impressive. Maybe it's, green or something. Okay, so why don't we start with the accessories that are included. First accessory is a heatsink. You can see right away this is manufactured by AVC, obviously to AMD's specifications. This is a heat pipe cooler, so it uses a block, or rather a flat slab of copper at the bottom, and then it is soldered to 4 heat pipes. So you can see 2 come out of each side. It uses their stock thermal compound, which is applied in a square for you, and it has no covering on it other than the plastic cover that goes over the whole bottom of it. It uses a standard sort of fin design with the heat pipes coming up and going through the tops of the fins. Like I said, 2 on each side, and a 60mm fan at the top. It uses a 4-pin PWM fan power connector, and then you've got your standard AMD clips. Obviously, you'd have standard AMD clips on an AMD processor. All right, and that is your cooling solution. Next, we have, you can actually tell right off the bat that these 6 cores are not going to be putting out a whole lot more heat than the old 4 cores because they haven't really stepped up the cooling at all. So AMD's pulled off an engineering feat here by not shrinking the manufacturing process, not increasing the amount of heat produced by the CPU, but actually putting 50% more cores under the hood. Very cool. I'm going to show you the processor more after though, just a tease. Okay, so here we go. We have AMD's installation guide, which, actually still includes installation instructions for socket 754. That is bizarre. So it includes 754, 939, and 940. That's all the older series. Then you've got AM2, AM2 Plus, and AM3, as well as socket F, or 1207. Now it's funny that they mention AM2, AM2 Plus, and AM3 here because, like many of AMD's processors over the last little while, AMD has worked really hard on the engineering side to make their new 6-core CPUs drop-in compatible with older AM2 Plus and AM3 boards. Very cool stuff. So the Phenom II X6, you can actually drop that into, it supports both DDR2 and DDR3. You can drop it into an AM2 Plus or an AM3 board that you already have with just a BIOS update. Obviously, AMD recommends their new 800 series chipsets to get the most out of your Phenom II X6, but it uses the same AM3 socket we're familiar with, and you can drop it right in. So that was pretty much all there is to say about it. It looks like almost any other CPU at this point, diffused in Germany and made in Malaysia for this particular guy. Thank you for checking out my unboxing of the AMD Phenom II X6. No, I'm not done yet. I can't believe I didn't mention this. This is a Black Edition processor. It's got an unlocked multiplier. So I've actually got an overclocking guide coming up soon on the AMD Phenom II X6, and so you can check that out very shortly. So thank you for checking out my unboxing of the X6 1090T.